My name is Proctor Mercer, and I will be discussing the rivalries between Duke versus North Carolina in college basketball and Canada versus Russia in ice hockey. There are plenty of great rivalries in the world of sports, but none of them are as consistently thrilling as Duke versus North Carolina. About 10 miles separate Duke University and the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. You're almost guaranteed to be watching a classic Game of the Year candidate. They've been playing each other for almost 100 years. The two schools have combined for 30 of the 65 ACC tournament titles and 50 regular season crowns, made it to 36 Final Fours, and claimed 11 national championships. But what has and will continue to set this rivalry over the top is the thousands of North Carolina and Duke fans that live and breathe for their teams on Tobacco Road. The students from each school may all come from North Carolina area, but they are born and raised in towns where you must choose one side over the other. Both teams' fans believe that cheering for their team over the other is cheering for good against evil. This rivalry is known for its star power, where North Carolina has produced all-time greats in Michael Jordan and Vince Carter, and Duke has produced all-time greats in Christian Laettner and Grant Hill. With the Canada and Russia rivalry, both teams' fans are very proud of their country. They are separated by about 4,000 miles, but the cold climate of each result in a love for hockey. Historically, Russia and Canada hold one of the most heated rivalries. Both are very talented hockey countries and have produced a lot of star power, from Sidney Crosby to Evgeny Malkin. The rivalry intensified with the Summit Series, which was an 8-game series of ice hockey between the Soviet Union and Canada, held in September 1972. The series was organized with intention to create a true best-on-best competition in the sport of ice hockey. Canada had a long history of dominance of the sports prior to the Soviets' rise. The Canadians were able to win the series 4-3-1. Players viewed the game as war because of how intense the Cold War had become at this point, along with how the Soviet Union was viewed as the enemy for Canada and capitalism was the enemy to Russia. Rivalry continues today because of immense differences between the two countries culturally, along with the star power that each country produces. Two rivalries I discussed are similar with how each team consists of many stars and how successful each team is each year. Basketball is huge in North Carolina, while hockey is huge in Russia and Canada. Also, there is a deep history rooted within each rivalry. Last, each team's fans have a huge connection for each team. Usually they have been fans for their entire lives.